Hello everyone and welcome back to the very final episode of Newhaven TV.
That's right. Thanks for watching. I'm Mr. Prideaux.
And I'm Dr. James. We've got a really big show coming up for you today.
We sure do. We've got our usual segments, but we've also got a special guest.
Very special guest, so hang on for that later in the show. But for now, let's go to our dance video. And we had some really surprise entries.
We sure did. Let's check it out right now.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got and don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Hey, clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Come on.
There you go. Such a fantastic, happy video.
Really was. Great to see you dancing and great to see the teachers get involved too. I think they're very excited to see you guys come back to school very soon.
That's right. And thank you for sending in videos for the challenge, but also thank you for sending videos in over the last few weeks. We've loved your input.
Yeah, it's been great. Now we're going to cross to Miss Lovell in just a sec, but I think first, Mr. Prideaux, have you got a clue for us about who our very special guest coming up might be?
Well, we do. This person used to go to our school.
Okay. Who could it be? Well, let's have a think about that while we have the final word from Miss Lovell.
everyone. This recording today is the last in the first season of Newhaven TV. I'd like to sincerely thank Dr. James and Mr. P for all the hard work that they've done in putting these shows together. We now eagerly plan for your return. Please don't worry about coming back to school. We're doing all we can to make it a safe environment for everyone. This week, a return to school handbook was sent out to your families outlining all that we are doing to minimise the risk of germs spreading when everyone comes back. Half of you will be back next Tuesday and the rest 2 weeks later. I encourage those who will be at home to stay strong during these last days and to keep connected with your teachers. Before you know it, you too will be back at school. Students, I congratulate all of you for the risks you've taken over the last month. Some of you have happily entered competitions and sent in video clips, but for others we understand how hard it was for you to just log into Zoom. You all did it, so feel proud of what you have each achieved during this time, because we are really proud of you. Over this time, I've also watched your teachers work extremely hard to keep the wheels in motion and all the balls in the air, so I thank them most sincerely on your behalf. Every one of your teachers have given that extra, that little bit more that I know has made a big difference. So I hope that when you return, you'll find a moment to thank them as well. Finally, thanks again to Mr. P and Dr. James. I hope you enjoy this final episode of Newhaven TV.
Thanks, Miss Lovell. It's been great to hear from you each week during isolation.
That's right, it's been fantastic, and I must say, it's really tough saying goodbye to those segments.
Speaking of tough, for the final time, here are some tough questions.
Time for tough questions.
Star Wars? No.
I'm not into Star Wars.
Darth Vader, Darth Vader's dad, and his brother.
Three who?
Avengers.
The one with the Thor? Cat one. I don't know her name. I don't know the Avengers.
Oh, Raffaello, Michelangelo, Donatello.
No, I have to confess, I'm not a Harry. I'm sure I would be a Harry Potter fan, but I.
The flower pot lady? No. McGonagall? Harry Potter's one, because he's got to think.
Harry, Hermione, and...
And the little redhead boy too, Weaver.
Tough questions.
Well, those were some tough questions and some excellent answers. Thank you to our heads of school for being involved in that segment.
That's right, now we have a tough clue for our mystery guest.
Who could it be?
Oh, let's see. So our clue is, this person used to live on Phillip Island, but now is living up north, somewhere near Byron Bay.
And while we think about who it might be, let's cross to our music segment. Who do we have today?
That's right, we have Archie Robson from 7D playing the guitar the way it should be played. Thank you so much, Archie. That was fantastic. We can't wait to hear some more performances from you in the future.
And from one great performance to another, time for our final Classic FM.
That's right, Mr. White. He's been practicing a long time for this one, so please enjoy.
Welcome back to Newhaven Classics FM. This week we begin our series on the Masters, starting with Mr. Jeff White, who studied at the Conservatoire of New York. mastering the violin.
Oh, Mr. White, I'm not sure what went wrong there. I don't think you've been watching the other performers.
No, that was very disappointing. Please keep practicing and try harder next time.
Right.
But now for our health and wellbeing tips, and Lucy's on maternity leave, so Emma, you've got the floor all to yourself.
Hi everyone, Lucy here from the counselling team. Again, just wanting to chat to you today about taking the opportunity at the moment to slow down and really take our time during the day and enjoy not rushing around all the time. I know it's something I've had to adjust to over the last few weeks because it's something that most of us aren't really used to doing. It's just taking a breath and letting the day kind of flow as it is. We're all used to being scheduled and used to rushing around a lot. Some of you this time will actually be busier and a bit more of a juggle, but for a lot of us, it is a time that we can really be grateful for the opportunity to practice just slowing down during the day, taking our time with tasks, particularly for younger children, letting them kind of guide us on how the pace they want to go at and letting them have the opportunity to take their time with things and just enjoy that at the moment because it's something we might not have the opportunity to do. Again, mindfulness can be a really useful tool for practicing that. So being in the present moment, trying not to think about all the things we need to do, all the things that have happened in the day, but just being present and enjoying what we're doing at that moment, taking time to try things like reading, going for longer walks, things that we might not have the time to do in normal day-to-day life, which I think we can all take the opportunity at the moment to just really enjoy that and try and think positively about that rather than be thinking that it's a negative thing that we're bored and stuck at home and can't do things. How do we take advantage of that and really practice slowing down because we know it has a really positive impact on our mental health, particularly for kids. Thank you and hope you enjoy a nice, slow, relaxed day.
Thank you, Emma and Lucy, for your fantastic videos during that segment.
And John.
Oh, and John. But let's have another clue about our upcoming VIP guest.
Okay, our VIP guest has not one, but two famous brothers.
Who could it be?
Well, we'll find out later on in the show, but what we're going to find out now is whether or not Miss Davidson gets to finally enjoy the peace and quiet in our beautiful Newhaven garden.
Green thumb with Miss Davidson.
Alrighty, welcome back to our final episode of Newhaven College Gardening. Well, we're down here at the front gates where surely Miss Adnan is not around. She wouldn't bother walking all this way down here to enjoy this. But we're going to focus on this leucadendrum today. It's one of my favourite plants because... Hey! Get out of the garden! Hey! Get out of the garden! Hey! Get out of the garden! Hey! Get out of the garden!
Wow, it seems like no one can get away from Miss Adnan.
Except maybe for Safety Dave. Let's cross to him now and see for the final time what's around the corner.
What's around, what's around, what's around the corner?
G'day, Safety Dave here again, and welcome back to what is the final episode of What's Around the Corner. And have we got something special in store for you? As you can see, we're here in the junior school, and this is my favourite part of the school. I was here when they constructed this place. And out here, not only did they build this magnificent area and this wonderful garden that has grown fantastically here as well, but round here, during construction, there's a hidden passage. Now I know lots of you have probably seen possums coming out of here, what you think is the bin, but there's a really good reason why there's possums coming out of there. Because you will not believe what's in. I can't even believe we've got permission to do this as well.
Hey! Get out of the garden!
Save yourself!
Get out of the garden! Get out of the garden!
And now it's time
For Snailbag!
Snailbag?
Snailbag.
Well, Mr. Mr. Prideaux, I can't believe this. For the very first time, we didn't receive any mail this week.
That is ridiculous.
Oh,
hang on.
Who could this be?
Hello? Oh, really? Okay, yeah, he's here.
He's ready. Okay, our special guest will be with us in just a moment. But first, when you come back to school, you might notice there's some beautiful new flagpoles.
Yes, as you can see, they're blowing in the wind, but there is one problem. One flagpole is without a flag.
Yes, and there's been some excellent suggestions for what maybe could go on that final flagpole.
That's right, we had Mr. Pedersen suggested this one.
Yes, and I think the maintenance team thought this one might be best.
Yeah, I can't believe the amount of people that thought this would be fantastic.
I must admit I voted for that one.
That's right, but I think Miss Lovell has her eyes on one special flag.
Well, I guess you'll find out which flag was the winner when you get back to school.
That's right, and the flags look amazing, and something else that's amazing is our special guest that we have on the show.
Please welcome...
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you an urgent weather report from Sensei Gale.
皆さん、こんにちは。今日の天気はいいですね。日本の自然はとても綺麗ですね。じゃあ、うわー！何？おかしました。どうしよう。岩石、熱い、痛い、熱い、痛い。おー、皆さん、また来週。
We will now resume normal broadcasting.
Please welcome Liam Hemsworth. Welcome, Liam.
Liam, fantastic to have you. How have you been, Liam?
Yeah, really good, thanks.
Wow, it's amazing having you down at Phillip Island. How long have you been here?
Oh, a few weeks, having a great time.
Fantastic. You know, obviously down here because of coronavirus. Has it been tough being stuck down here?
No, I love it. Love coming back to the island.
Oh, fantastic. Now, a lot of people wouldn't know, but you actually went to this school. Can you tell us who was your favourite teacher?
Oh, yeah, they're all my favourite.
Oh,
love
fantastic.
them all.
Oh, that's great. And you had Mr. Arnold as a home group teacher. Did you used to play some tricks on him?
Probably.
Oh, fantastic. That's right, Liam. Fantastic. Well, Liam, we'd love you to finish off this show with us, if that's all right.
Yeah, in fact, we need to know who was the winner of the very, very special last competition. Winner of 4,000 points. Liam, do you want to let everyone know?
Oh, yeah, I'd love to.
The winner was... Everyone's a winner.
Wow, fantastic. Well, Liam, great to have you on the show. Hope you get back here sometime soon.
See you, Liam.
Bye. Okay, so we hope that you really enjoyed the show.
We do. It's been fantastic, and thank you to everyone who's contributed. Teachers, students, and you, Mr. Prideaux.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Dr. James.
Welcome.
And we are going to be back at school very soon, and we look forward to seeing all your faces and having great times together.
And to finish up the show, we're going to have a look at some fantastic thank yous that you made for your teachers. So let's check that out now. Thanks everyone, and see you soon.
See you later.
Good morning everybody, this is Jim from 1H. And welcome to Assembly.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down a road and back again. Your heart is true, you're a pal.
I really wanted to say a really big thank you. Thank you, Miss Oddie. I know it's hard for homeschooling for us, but it's even harder for you guys. Thankful for Mr. Lim and Miss Forsyth, Mr. Lim, because he puts a lot of effort into violin classes. Thank you all the teachers. Thank you, Miss O'D, for being an awesome teacher. Hi, Mr. Norden, it's Cody, and I'd like to thank you for being a really great guitar teacher. Thank you, Mr. Porter. Thanks to all of the teachers that worked hard for the junior school.
Hi, Mr. P. Thanks for helping us stay connected and organising Zooms for us all.
Hi, Miss Porter. See you. Hope you've had a nice day. Thank you, Mrs. Austin, you're a great teacher. Thank you, junior school teachers. Thank you, Mrs. Austin. Thank you, Miss Haynes, for teaching us and doing all the hard work while we're doing homeschool. Maddie, Mr. Isaiah, Mrs. Turton, Mrs. Blair, Bonnie. For saying so. Really grateful for them too. Thank you, Miss Blair, for being my teacher this year. Big thank you to all my teachers. Thank you, Dr. Simpson. Thank you for the videos and the Zoom meetings.
I just want to say a big thank you to Miss May for making PE online just as fun as it is at school.
And Molly says thank you too.
We miss you. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a
You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old past said. Boy, you got a friend in me. Yeah, you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got trouble, and I got them too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. We stick together, see it through, 'cause you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Now, some other folks might be a little bit smarter than I am, big and stronger too, maybe, but none of them will ever love you the way I do. It's me and you, boy, and as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me.
So sad it's over.
Oh, don't worry, we'll all be in isolation again soon.